All right. We had some problems here with audio.
Hey, folks. Uh, we're unfortunately playing this with, or maybe without any sound,
It'll be
because
very faint sound coming from Brian's end.
Parsec is deciding to be just the biggest bitch right now. So we're just gonna have to make do with
Either Discord or Parsec doing this. We can't really determine.
either way. You'll have to apologize for this bit of nonsense, but we're still determined to get through this game, and because gosh dang it, I wanted to play this game with the guys, and I'm gonna do it no matter what fucking nonsense gets in the way.
Yeah, I think though
But
for next
with
week.
that said,
Oh, go ahead.
with that said, so on for today's wonderful adventure with monkeys, we just saved Chunky Kong. So now we're gonna be doing a lot of backtracking in the last two levels. There's a lot we need to get. Oh, and also before we do that, there's one important thing I need to do with Tiny Kong. But
I know exactly what this is.
regardless, what this mainly is going to be is we're going to be backtracking on Jungle Japes and Angry Aztec, and after that, we'll just be doing the rest of Frantic Factory. Also, we won't be doing the next level in this session because I swear to everything, that next level is going to require a lot of fucking patience, especially since what is the Nintendo 64 most infamous for when it comes to games like this? You guessed it, water levels.
Water levels.
Before we do anything, there's something I gotta do with Tiny, and it involves going into that island over there.
That looks oddly like the head of a banana fairy.
Also, I would
Well, but Anthony, nobody knows what a banana fairy is yet.
I would also like to say that I think
all the talk of banana bird, banana fairy doesn't seem too far fetched.
I think
That's true.
I think for the next week we need to do like an audio test like a day or two before.
Yes, because it just seems to me that no matter what happens, there is always some form of fucking audio difficulty that most of the time Grant deals with, but for this one time only, it's a me thing.
Yeah.
Which is weird, but we always seem to have some sort of audio thing.
Yeah. Anyways, let's talk to this banana fairy real quick.
Well, I fixed the audio problems when I
I just don't know what to do. There was this huge tremor recently that scared my banana fairies so much that they panicked and flew away.
You sound like
I
Aaron.
reward anyone who manages to find them all and bring them back to me. Please help me, little one.
You sound like Aaron when he tries to do a girl voice.
Calm down, Mrs. Fairy. My friends and I will look out for them on our adventure.
Oh, thank you. But I'm afraid you won't be able to simply grab them out of the air. The only way to catch them, banana fairies, is by trapping them inside a special banana skin for photographs. Here, take my magical camera. It already has some film in it. To activate the camera, press and hold that.
Yeah, you get the idea.
B down. B button to take pictures. And also,
oh, let's get this.
Tax.
So, yeah, apparently we're gonna catch fairies, and to do this, we need to use the power of a camera. So, yeah.
Honestly, though, all I gotta say right now, and Grant should probably edit like a clip of this in fairies.
Yeah.
Now, I do believe now that I've talked all whatever it is that we're doing, I do believe there is an elephant in the room that we need to address wouldn't you say, Grant?
I just wonder if this is gonna pop up. Dang it! You have it turned off. I wanted this to pop up on the screen.
Oh.
All right.
I'm going here for a second.
So what are we gonna say now?
I do believe there is a. No.
Something about an elephant. All right. Yeah.
There is an elephant in the room that we need to discuss.
Raj?
Especially when it comes to, especially when the elephant in the room involves Smash Brothers.
Oh, yeah. A
And now
certain key-bladed warrior managed to make his way into the game.
Yeah. At the dismay probably at the dismay of Disney's wallet.
Oh, let's bring out the chunky.
But
Yes, we know. Green bananas.
I'm gonna say that I want a Doom guy as the final character. I mean, I still got him in some way, but still,
Oh yeah, it's special.
as of late, it's been we've had to have people up and down trying to fix it because it's been going out all over the place here.
It's been janky.
Yeah, the whole Tri-City area.
Gosh dang it! That must have been it must have been Doofenshmirtzen's doing.
No, it's that
I knew
frickin'
there was gonna be some sort of Phineas and Ferb joke.
I don't know anything about Phineas and Ferb.
He's always trying to take over a tri-state area.
Oh. But I will say, it reminds me of that frickin' thing.
Are you back, by the way?
Yeah.
Alright, sorry about that, folks.
Okay.
But I'll say it reminds me of that. It reminds me of that thing that Spice sent, where it's like spam time. It's like, I'm gonna delete the internet because you showed my penis online.
Goodness.
Nudes on Twitter.com.
Who posted my nudes on Twitter.com?
Also, for those of you watching, the stuff that was cut was pretty much that Chunk Hunker's got a triangle.
Okay,
Yes.
so this image is funny. Also
This is
sad.
gonna be one fucking disjointed episode of Donkey Kong 64.
This one kind of
Yeah.
hits me hard because of Crash and Gino. I wanted them in the game.
I'm sure they're into that.
Sora's in the game.
I think we could have got. I know you wouldn't like me for saying this, but well, at least for one of them, I think at Byleth instead of Byleth we should have got Dante. That would have
Yeah,
been like instead of Pyra and Mithra. As much as I like them, I would have rather had Crash. And
I'm still fine with Pirate. Pirate.
and instead of Min Min, I think we should have gotten Rayman.
Meh. I like Min Min.
That's what I'm saying. Like he would.
Ringman would have probably been a better pick, but he was already assist.
I wanted him to be that because then it would have broken that rule where it's like, yep, you don't need Sakurai can break the rule that an assist trophy can be a playable character later.
Well,
Imagine that he didn't because of the Waluigi fans.
Probably that's the reason, yeah. Because he knows that the Waluigi fans would have just been like, it can happen.
That would have just given the Waluigi fans more ammo.
I really,
Bad experience.
I hate that that's the thing because like I really honestly want Waluigi, and not because of like, I'm not aggressive about it, but like I want him in because I think he really should be in at this point.
I do agree.
I mean,
At the same time, I feel like the aggressive fans kind of screwed it over.
because it's like Waluigi, he's one of the only 4 of the plumbers that isn't in there, and well, yes, technically Waluigi's not a important character to the Mario games when it comes to
he's
like
important enough.
he's important. I'm talking about like the mainline Mario games. The mainline Mario games,
Yeah.
it's usually just Mario, Luigi, sometimes. Peach and Bowser. Piranha Plant is
There you are.
Piranha Plant actually is kind of important because he does show up in every single Mario game. So since the first one, Rosalina.
Remember how much Greedy ended up gushing over them.
Rosalina kind of was important for 2 games, and then one game showed up.
Skyrocketed.
Well, she was in 1 game, and then she cameoed in two of them, but she never really appeared in anything other after Super Mario 3D World, in terms of like mainline Mario platformers.
True.
Alright, so, sorry to interrupt, I just want to say real quick. Thanks to TinyCon, I now have access to this part of Jungle Japes that we could not enter because we did not have the feather.
Well,
So now, let's see what sort of things we can do now that we're here.
but
Tiny.
Well, for one thing, we can go in here.
but I will say, Daisy's not really important to Mario, besides the spin-off games. So
I would beg to differ.
she's in 1 game, 1.
I would beg to differ because
She's in Super Mario World or Super Mario Land. That's it.
that's still important. That's still important enough for her.
I'm saying like, well, Daisy is technically considered
And besides, once again, I must remind you, Daisy is an Echo Fighter, and Echo Fighters don't really count. Don't really count as part of the big selection, because that's what Sakurai said. They're just there to not fill out an actual like.
I mean,
They're
technically,
there to fill a spot without filling a spot.
Yeah.
Well, technically, a lot of those Echo Fighters, minus the only ones that probably could be actual characters would be Dark Samus, Daisy. Those are really the only ones I think that could be an actual, like, different character because they actually have things that you could use. But
Dark Samus and Ken.
Dark Samus and Daisy, Ken can't really be Ken can't be a non-Echo Fighter. He literally can't, because in his game he's literally a clone
In
of
a
Ryu.
way, he kind of was.
I mean,
He kind of was an Echo, but then at the same time he wasn't. So I guess he's basically your tried and true clone character.
I mean, like, that's the reason why his moveset can never change, because he literally is. His moveset is literally what it is in the game. He's literally just Ryu. That's what he made him to be, but with fire. Though they should have gave his Tatsumaki Tsubuken like a fire effect, in my opinion. Though made it more interesting.
I can't believe you were able to say that so perfectly.
Tatsumaki Senpukyaku.
Oh, you say it like that.
Alright, fine, make me feel like an idiot.
I say it like how they say it in the game, which was Tatsumaki Tsubuken. That is also Shoryuken, obviously. There's that
I
one.
swear if this episode is just titled Tatsumaki Senpukyaku, I'm just gonna...
You know that. That reminds me.
No, it should be called never mind.
Technical Tatsumaki.
Technical difficulties.
Technical Tatsumaki Senpuken.
Thank you. I'll accept that and nothing less.
But
Okay.
I will say though, the reason why I'm certain to remind myself of I think it was Dashi that did like this whole like name. Was it Dashi that did it? Where he was trying to name. They were trying to teach him like how to say the frickin'. Maybe it wasn't Dashi. I don't know, but I know there was like a video where someone was trying to teach this guy to say Street Fighter name or Street Fighter words, and like the reason why I think I'm being reminded of Dashi is in the video like the sprite of Ryo would show up and beat up the guy who got the name wrong.
Tiger.
And then Okuma obviously showed up and killed him because I have no idea I forget how you say his ultimate, where he just like, it's like the 100 hit or the 1,000 hits or something like that. The Thousand
My
Fists
favorite-
or something like that.
My favorite noises from Street Fighter 2. My favorite Street Fighter noises will always be from Street Fighter 2 because that's where you get things like like the Shoryuken. It's so slow. It's like Shoryuken.
Did you hear the sonic booms I put in?
Sonic boom, Sonic boom.
By the way,
I imagine Grant's probably gonna edit that over the frickin'.
yeah, the Shoryuken maybe.
You know, okay, you know what? Here are all. Here is me being dubbed over by the actual Street Fighter 2 sound effects. So you got things like and then you also have
Sonic Boom!
and
Hadouken! Shoryuken!
It's
and my personal favorite, which comes from Sagat, is
Tiger!
you know my favorite noise from some of the games are also from the Mortal Kombat games. What's the thing?
Yeah, it's,
I love the frickin'. I love Liu Kang's stuff from like the original Mortal Kombat. The little noises he makes.
and if you need the sound, it's basically
Yeah, that pretty much. It's just it's high pitched or he just like
no. But if we're talking Mortal Kombat noises, the best Mortal Kombat game that had the most
get over here, bitch.
nonsensical Mortal Kombat noises has got to be Mortal Kombat 4. That game was literally made with gibberish in mind. I mean, you got things like I think I go back and I think we go back.
I've never played that game, so I don't know what those audios are. So
when this recording is over, before we start the next episode, I'm going to go on YouTube and you guys are gonna listen to.
well,
You're gonna listen to that. And maybe
side splitting.
You know what? How about this, Grant? At the end of this episode, how about like play a few of your favorites at the end of the episode of the Mortal Kombat 4 gibberish, so people can see what I mean. But yeah, it's hilarious. Anyways, I'm missing one more banana with Tiny on.
well, anyway, what's the biggest shame about Smash coming to an end is that we were just one character shy of that 90 character mark, man. One character. And that's why I was hoping like maybe the final character would be 2 characters in one, like we got with Pyra and Mithra.
I'll be honest. I was that person who thought that Sakurai was gonna pull a fast one on us, because he kept saying over and over again, it's like, oh, there's gonna be the last character, there's gonna be the last character, there's gonna be the last character. But to me, I thought for a moment he was gonna pull a fast one, or like, just kidding, here's a bonus character.
That's what I thought too. I thought I was like, maybe there's gonna be a bonus and we'll see it, but no. 69.
Okay, guys, real quick. Let me show you this. So you see this? That's a banana. It's just point it, and when you see the smiling face, just take a picture like this, and
Bam.
I missed.
How'd you miss? It's right there.
It moved. It moved the instant you were taking the picture.
Shit. Have it again.
This
Hold on.
is probably gonna be recurring, folks.
There you
Oh,
go.
it's a
Third time's the charm.
Look, it's a Polaroid camera. It goes off by itself.
And every time I do that, check this out.
You already know what I mean, Anthony.
Heal.
You get all your stuff replenished, and you get an extra crystal coconut.
Yep.
You get an extra nut to fool around with.
Yeah, I thought that too. I was like, nah, they wouldn't end it. There's got to be a surprise here. But then I really started thinking, like, how can they one up Sora? How can they? They can't. So this is the last one. I was like, this is the last one. The only way they could one up Sora is if they put Goku in the game, and that's not gonna happen.
And they're not.
So.
See, that's why I think that right there is proof enough as to why Sakurai said that there is not going to be another Smash Brothers that's quite as epic and memorable as Ultimate.
We'll see.
Because you have Sora, one of the most, if not the most requested character.
It is actually the entire world, and not to mention the hardest character to get copyrights to because of Disney.
Disney pulls a hard bargain.
But the thing is, unless for some reason Disney buys Nintendo within the next 10 years, and then that makes it a lot easier. But I would hope not.
So, if you guys are watching this 10 years from now, and Nintendo just so happens to have been bought by Disney, wow, what a terrible future you almost live in.
Yeah.
We're probably living in it too.
Well, yeah, because 10 years from now, yeah, we're gonna look back at this 10 years from now, and we're gonna be like, oh man, I want to go back. 2021 sucked, but it's nothing as
Go back.
2021 was bad, but it's nothing like 2031.
And on that note,
I'm balding, got gray hair, and I'm over 500 pounds. No, I was joking.
Well, anyways, on that note, Tiny Kong is done. Next up is Lanky.
And on that note, we're at 23 minutes. We're at 23 minutes.
Oh, that's perfect. Hold on, let me just
I wonder if you can hear it from here. It sounds like a lot of.
Don't.
Damn it!
No, try it again. Sounds like a lot of.
Okay.
Hold on, one more time.
Sounds like a lot of. There it is.
Alright, so we're gonna continue with Lanky Kong here in Jungle Japes. And then after that, hopefully we'll get Chunky done, and then we'll be heading off to Angry Aztec. And then once we got that done, then we can focus on Frantic Factory. But for now, that's it for this episode. But, of course, like I said, here to end the episode is a couple of Mortal Kombat gibberish. So, see you in the next episode, and enjoy the gibberish.
That's some angry ass tack, man.
Fuck.
Wow, look out!